See, I just don't miss shots. Dude, my horizon's perfect too. I don't know how that just happened. That was not on purpose. Oh. Good morning, Mexico. Let's go to the beach. Oh boy, where do we begin? Mexico's amazing. It's one of the most beautiful places on the planet. But the ocean is dangerous. It's f***ing dangerous. I've saved tons of people from drowning, and people get dead there all the time. The ocean just really isn't a joke. 2 people almost lost their bodies to Davy Jones' locker in this episode. First, I have to explain something. Here is where you live, if you believe the earth is round. Thanks to the internet, we know some of the biggest waves on the planet come from the Pacific Ocean. Ooh. If you haven't seen Cabo on a world map, here's where it is. Now, if you also haven't looked at the Pacific Ocean, it is very huge. Waves can travel from thousands and thousands of miles away and just show up on the beach in Cabo. It's crazy. The waves can be relatively calm for hours, even days, and then in an instant there will be 10-foot waves breaking on your anus. The days leading up to this were pretty small. Now we're seeing some big swell pushing into the beaches of Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. And we're going to get right in the middle of it with a GoPro to show you guys what it's like in the impact zone in Mexican shore break.
I missed the rail grab. I tried grabbing rail and I missed it, and then What time? What?
It's 12:15. Oh! Oh my God! You can still slide. Yeah, pollo! Yeah! Woo! Look, Gary. It's turning on, our bodies are awake. Nice wave, bro. Thanks. That was sick. Some ciders. Paradise right now. Woo! Let's go, boys!
What's crazy about skimboarding is how the smallest little adjustments make the biggest difference, like your foot being 1 inch too far forward. To catch a good wrap in Cabo, you kinda have to know exactly what you're gonna do before you do it. Skimboarders have this timeline in their head, where when we see a wave, we're like, wow, this looks like a good wrap, meaning we're gonna catch this wave on our backhand, turning to the right if you're regular footed. And that's the most important thing when it comes to catching a good wave in Cabo, is good wave selection and timing. Because if you pick the right wave, but you go too early or too late, you won't meet the wave at the right time and be able to catch it. It also matters which direction you run at the wave. If you're catching a backside wrap and you run straight out, you have to do a full 180-degree turn. This is the shortest distance between you and the wave, which you would think would be the best way to get out to a wave and to catch it. But changing your angle just a little bit while running out to the wave can make wrapping this wave a whole lot easier. Now, you will have to travel a further distance running at an angle, but if you run fast enough and your timing is right, it'll make catching the wave a lot easier. Depending on your speed, timing, and ability, you'll need to dial which angle works best for you. Pros, on the other hand, can go towards a backside wrap or a frontside wave. If they have enough speed and perfect timing, they can actually change their mind mid-ride sometimes and go the completely other direction and do it successfully. It's a pretty rare occurrence, but it does happen. Another thing that's tricky about Mexico is how steep the beaches are. They are some of the steepest beaches on the planet. Have you ever ran down a hill full speed? It's very uncomfortable. Now imagine running down a steep sand hill at full speed where you have to drop the board perfectly flat on the sand or else it's absolutely catastrophic. So your angle matters. When you run matters. The speed you run, dropping the board at the perfect time while sprinting down a hill. You have to do all these things within a matter of seconds before even considering catching the wave. It eventually starts to come natural, but it's also a process. Cody has been charging the entire trip and is just starting to figure out how this place works. After some heavy slams, my dude is really getting the hang of it. His timing is good, his speed is apparent. He even went too fast on this wave. The only thing he's really got to do before he's packing tubes is put that back foot on the back pad and activate those back toe muscles. And right when Cody was getting confident and stoked, this happened.
Oh crap.
A huge set is seen coming towards Cody. He has his board, starts paddling, it does nothing. He attempts to duck dive under this wave, but he doesn't dive deep enough, and as you can clearly see, the underwater vortex has captured him. Oh my gosh, that's too close for comfort. Cody's thinking, what do I do? Oh shit, there's another wave coming. From that way. Wait, a wave just came from the other direction. Why are waves going in literally every direction here? Which way is the current going? Where do I get out? Where's my board? Am I gonna die? Ah! We must assume, for the sake of accuracy, that this is what was going through Cody's head.
Oh crap. He's gonna be okay. He's gonna be okay. Still, yeah. I was scared he's gonna get hit in the rocks.
Got on the best sider of the trip. What do you mean? The girls were worried about him and asking if he needed water or anything. I was just stoked that he had caught this wave a few waves before this. And I honestly, at a lack of judgment, didn't know that Cody thought that he was going to die. Because I look at this place differently, and I'm not really scared of being close to the rocks, because every single time the wave slams the rocks, a wave refracts off the rocks and goes the other direction. It's also a high point on the beach. It's not one of the low points like the bottom of the bowls. Basically, you want to swim all the way to the bottom underneath these waves, kick off the sand, go out a little deeper, and then when the refracting cider comes your way, you use that energy to get pushed back down the beach to where the sand is steep again. Because you never get out of the water in Mexico in the bottom of the bowls. Always look for the arch where the beach is steepest, closest to the ocean. This is all a lot of information to take in, but when it comes to life and death, you need to know these things. The number one cause of death at the beach when it comes to the ocean is drowning due to exhaustion. It's not a place where you can fight the ocean. You will lose. You have to stay calm and let the waves essentially wash you up onto the shore. And when in doubt, take a deep breath and dive to the bottom. Pretty much the worst thing that can happen is you get sucked over the falls and slammed to the ground. So if you stay low, the odds of that happening are a lot more slim. Also consider the interval during any given swell. That's how much time you have in between each wave. You can sit at the beach and count how long it takes for one wave to break versus the next break. In Mexico, the interval is very spaced out when the waves are big. The waves in the sets will be between 10 and 15 seconds apart. That's 10 or 15 seconds that you have to either go further out or closer in. The safe bet when the waves are big is to go further out. Once it seems calm, only then is it time to come in. Make sure to float, relax, save your energy, breathe, and wait it out. The more time you spend in this gladiator pit, the more you learn how to maneuver through it. Now that Cody isn't dead, just having an existential crisis on the Witch's Rock, let's get back into the lineup. I haven't been able to get in the water at all this trip because I broke my collarbone, which led to me watching waves break the entire time. What I've learned from tourists is that I have trained eyes that can spot these waves coming. I remember a specific moment on this trip where I was hanging out up on the beach. There was an older couple and a couple other people watching all the skimboarders. I said, heads up guys, in about 2 minutes a huge set of waves is going to come through. Because I could see the set way on the outside, something most people aren't actively looking for. And what do you know, a massive set came through. It would have 100% washed these people away if they weren't paying attention. After that, they thanked me and said, how did you know that was going to happen? I said, I've been watching these waves closely my entire life, and you can see the subtle differences in the horizon when a big set is looming on the outside. It's something that comes with time. And with that being said, sometimes it's hard to tell. Sometimes you don't see these massive sets coming on the outside for whatever reason. Like Cody here. Now that Cody is alive and his body is out of the impact zone, we're going to go to another session later in the day where Jake almost loses his body to Davy Jones' locker. Heads up! Heads up! Out the back! They're How's your father?
That was insane.
Not gonna lie, bro. I was kind of sketching for a second. I was thinking in my head, I'm getting tired. Those are flipping me.
You're crawling on all fours, I can tell.
That current was strong. I was in my head for a second. That was fucking gnarly.
You're fine, you're good.
Oh, that was so sick. I think we should head back.
Yeah, let's go. We're out of here.
This is another example of the dreaded bottom of the bowl, as I've explained in detail in my rip current video. All the water from a wave washing up on the beach gets focused into one point at the bottom of the bowls. It basically creates a chest-deep river that will suck you out towards big waves. These are some of the most aggressive rip currents on the entire planet. You can see Paul here, trying to get in, until he realizes it's too late. He's in chest-deep water, turns around and dives under the wave. But this isn't an ordinary wave. This is at high tide, and this is what we call a trough monster. It's a wave that doesn't really break, it just kind of eats all the water from the wave before and becomes twice as big as it was before becoming complete chaos. Once I saw this happen, and I was behind the camera and filmed it, so I saw it, I went to full lifeguard mode. Wasn't really as worried about getting the shot, kind of was just making sure that they don't drown. Luckily Gary was there in case anything got super scary.
I think we should head back.
Not much more needs to be said. I'm surprised he didn't kiss the sand. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you want to support the dream, click the like button and subscribe. And you should also head over to JOOGSQUAD.com because we got new sticker packs on the site that we are going to hook up. $5 shipping included. You're going to be stoked. Check everything else out while you're on the website too. Love you guys. The best from Cabo is still coming. The waves are getting bigger, and the next episode will feature some of the best skimboarding waves I've ever seen in my entire life. Thanks for watching.
The sun